Hello, good day to everyone that is watching right now. Welcome to Advaspire Python programming course. In this course, we will teach you how to create a Pygames and also the basics for Python programming. Okay, so in lesson 1, it is called the Introduction to Python. Okay, as you can see from the screen. Okay, lesson 1, Introduction to Python. Alright, started. First we need to download the Python software or the Python packages. Okay, so to find the Python, you can just Google search for this term on Google, okay, which is Python 3, right? Or you can just click on the link from the PowerPoint that I have prepared over here, okay, to directly go to the website. Okay, and once you are on the website, you just click on the yellow bar over here. Okay, the version will be a bit different from the one that I'm showing here. Okay, because the Python is updated almost every day. Okay, so the version will be a bit different. Maybe will be like 3.9.4, 3.9.5 and so on. Okay, but in any case, you just download the latest version. Okay, whatever that is shown over here. Okay, alright, so once you have downloaded the Python, now we have to install the Python in our computer or laptop. Okay, so the step is very easy. Once you have downloaded the installer, just click on it. Okay, and then it will show something like this on the screen here. Okay, so install Python 3.9.4 64-bit. The bit will be depending on your computer spec. Okay, alright, on this window, make sure to click both of the option over here, the install launcher for all users and the add Python 3.9 to the path. Okay, and then just click install now. Alright, and then wait for it to finish. It's pretty quick lah, so you don't need to wait too long for this one. Okay, but if you are custom to the Python programming, you can do a customized installation. Okay, you can choose the location and features. It's where you install the Python, the folder. Alright, if you are not sure, then you can just click the install now. Okay, so let's go to the next section. Okay, so once installed, you will have these three software, okay, on your start screen. Okay, your Windows screen over on your bottom left. Okay, but all three software here will not be required to be used. Okay, but we still need them to install the Python 3. So you cannot uninstall it once you have finished it. Okay, you need to keep it as is. Okay, so the reason why we are not using the three software over here, because we are going to use another integrated development environment, or IDE for short, which is a software to code. Okay, to code any kind of program. Okay, so you can use Java, HTML, which have much more feature than the one installed here. Okay, alright, so this one is to install the Pygame module. By default, when you install the Python, this Pygame are not included in the Python module package, so you need to install it manually. Alright, so we need to use the pip tool which Python use to install the package. Okay, to do this one, open your command prompt by typing cmd on the search bar and run as admin. Okay, wait, I will change my screen to show the desktop for a while. Okay, so over here, CMD, okay, on your search bar, and then run as admin. Okay, you will have this window open up. Okay, so now just copy the code that I leave, that I have show on the slide. So first is Python, the space -m pip install capital U Pygame -- user. Oh, sorry. Okay, Python. Okay, Python -m pip install -u Pygame /-- user, supposed to be correct. Okay, it will check for your pip version. Okay, so this means that you have the pip lah. Okay, you have to install the pip, so no worries. Next, if you don't have the pips, the Pygame pip, it will install, but because I'm from the one that I'm using right now, I have already installed the Pygame, so it shows like this. But if you don't have the Pygame, then it will like go through a lot of stuff, a lot of script, and then it will say okay, done. Okay, so you just wait until you have finished install. Once finished installing, type this code to test whether you have the Pygames or not. Okay, so you will have a pop-up over here. Once you click enter, you will have this game. Okay, right, so that one is just to check whether you have properly installed the Pygames or not. Okay, in the case that the Python command here is not recognized, just add a 3, the number 3 after the Python, like this. Okay, this one in case the CMD cannot recognize the Python. Okay, so that is all for the Pygame now. Next, we are going to install the PyCharm. Okay, so PyCharm is the IDE that we will use, the one that I said just a few slides ago. Okay, so we will program most of our game or lesson in this IDE. Okay, so this IDE have much more function than the one that you get from the Python 3 installation. Okay, so to start, you just need to download the software from its website. You can click on the slide on the link that I gave you over here. Okay, when you are on the download page, make sure to click on the community version. Click on the download in the community section. Okay, so this one is free for download for everyone. But if you want an advanced version to use with the HTML, JavaScript, and SQL support, you can try the professional. But this one is a paid version, so whatever that if you want to buy, then it is up to you. Okay, so once you have downloaded the PyCharm, okay, we are going to install it. Okay, so to install, open the installer, and then on the first window, choose whether you want to where you want to install it. Okay, this one. If you are not sure where to install it, you can just leave it as is by default and just click on next. Okay, so once the installation options window appear, make sure to click on the add launches dir to the path and also the shortcut. Okay, the shortcut launcher. To choose 32-bit or 64 bits depends on your PC. Okay, this one depends on your PC or your laptop. So to check, go to your setting. Wait, I change my screen first. So that's okay. So go to setting. Okay, like this, and then go to system, and then about. Okay, so you can see over here the system type 64-bit operating system x 64-bit processor. This one will be different depending on your PC. Okay, so make sure to check over here first before choosing which launcher to install. Okay, and then just click next and okay, click next. Okay, so after that you will install the Pygames. Okay, the restart can be done after we finish the lesson today, this lesson. Okay, so next we are going to start up the Pygames. Okay, project, it will be the base for our program. Okay, it will be like the folder for our program. Okay, on your computer, you can choose another location to save your project. It is recommended to change it to somewhere easy for you to find. Okay, to change, you just click on the folder button here and then choose where you want to select the place. Okay, and you can also change the name of your project. Okay, other setting you can just leave it as is. Okay, may take a while to start create the project, so no worries. Okay, alright, so this will be the main interface for our Pygames. Okay, so on the left side you will have like overview of your folder. Okay, the folder for your project. You can see that over here you have the main.py. This is the program that we are using right now, we are building right now. Okay, the van is the library for the Python stuff. Okay, so to start a new tab or a new script. Okay, so if you want to create another script but you don't want a new folder to be created, you can just create a new file. It is kind of similar to the tabs on Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Okay, so to create a new file, okay, on your top left, click on file. Okay, file, and then click on new. Okay, on this tab over here, you can choose what kind of file you want the new file to be. So for now we are just going to use the Python. Okay, so click on Python file, create a name for it. So for now I just using it as an example, and then click on the Python file. Now you see that there are several tabs over here. Okay, this means that the script that you are doing right now, okay, over here, right, for example, this script here, will be part of the folder or the project. Okay, it is quite useful because you can do multiple project at the same time, multiple script at the same time, right? You can change the tab just by clicking on it. Okay, really easy to do. Okay, now we are going back to our slide. Okay, so basic syntax. Okay, so the syntax is basically the program code, okay, which is made up of symbols like letters, numbers, and special characters. Okay, it is used to create a program. These symbols, arranged in a specific way, will form the syntax of a program. Code is placed inside a file which is then executed or run, at which point the computer will carry out the instructions prescribed within the code. Okay. Okay. Now that you have installed the PyCharm, you can try to code something simple. Okay, so now let's try to print something. Okay, so print in Python means that if you want to display something in the terminal. Okay, I will go through in detail in our next slide. I will go through in more detail in our next lesson. So for now, we are just going to go in a simple way. Okay, so you try copy paste the line below in your terminal and click run to see what happened. Okay, so over on your PyCharm. Okay, on your PyCharm over here. Okay, so the section on the bottom over here, as you can see here, this is called the terminal. Okay, so whatever code that you run from here, the script here, it will be like translated in so that we can see over here on the terminal. Okay, so on the terminal you won't see the technical stuff. Okay, like the print, the bracket, the comma, the apostrophe. You won't be seeing that in the terminal. Okay, so the code will be done over here. When you want to display the code or when you want to run the code, it will happen in here on the terminal. Okay, now try copy paste your program and then you will see what happened. Welcome to Advanced Pygames. Okay, so to run, you have two options. One is to click on the start button here, the green button here. Okay, or you can right click and then run with the name. Okay, so as you can see on the terminal, it is displaying what I am printing over here. Okay. Do math using Python. Right? So if you are familiar with Scratch programming, you must know that it can do some basic math equation. So same goes to Python. You can also use it to do math equation or any kind of math problem. Okay, so to calculate using the Python, you will need to write the following code. Okay, so to do a math equation, okay, so it's pretty simple. First, you just write down print, okay, as when you want to display something, and then in a bracket, first is the number, okay, and then what operator you want to use. Okay, so for this example, I will show you subtraction. Okay, subtract 15. Okay, now I have the equation. Okay, so what's left is to click on run. Okay, and then the answer will be shown on the terminal, which is 5. Okay, Okay, so you can do several different equation, maybe like this. So 20 minus 15 multiplied by 3. So what will we get? Oh, negative 25. Okay, you can do several kind of equation. Okay, but it also sometimes depends on how you write it down. Okay, because this Python is basically like a clean paper. Okay, so it doesn't know what to do with this calculation if it is structured in a particular way. Okay, so maybe it will give you a wrong example, wrong answer, depending on how you structure your question or your equation. Okay, so there's a lot more. Okay, and then also the symbol for the multiply and division is a bit different than the normal one that we use. Okay, so for multiply, you are using the star. Okay, let's change this one to 2 to make it shorter and simple. Okay, so 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, and then 20. This one is for division. So division use the slash like this. Okay, for the addition and subtraction is still the same. Then you have 4.0 or just 4. Okay, so that is all for lesson 1. Okay. This is where this is just an introduction, so I'm not going to go through too much on the stuff here. Okay, so I'm not going to give you some assignment or work, so we are going to end it here. Okay, so any question you can ask me on the forum or on our messaging apps. Okay, so that is all for now. See you again. Ciao.